Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Zach, otherwise known as Pulpy Syntax, and today is a really beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, it's blue skies and no rain, and I woke up a little bit late because of Amber's ness yesterday. Whew. So today we're going to be reacting to Miss Chantal Marie's latest video, weight loss vlog, one meal at a time. And I don't really know what to expect. I mean, she did have a live that was an hour long that I may catch up on. I don't know. Some of those lives just kind of preamble, and editing Zach really only has so much patience when it comes to filtering out all the saying hey to all of her audience. So we'll see whether or not we get to that. But with all of that being said, let's jump into this video. As always, we are sped up to 1.25 times speed, and here we go. Oh, it's called For Cuck Obesity. Very good. It's not for cuck, it's the other word. Episode 1, one meal at a time. And just put an intro in. This is cute. I don't know how I feel about this music, but...
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi guys. Hey guys, hey. Hey guys, hey. How are you?
I'm so well. I slept like a log, even though I didn't get there until about 2 a.m. Again, because of Amber. Just blame her for all of my failings today. And I plan on going out for a roller skate later on. As long as it's not too hot. But I'll have my little shorty shorts. We're great. Fabulous.
Oh, you want to say hi to Baby Cheeks?
No.
Say hi, baby girl. Well, it is 7 a.m. Just took my antibiotics.
Nice.
I'm starting to feel a bit better.
That's good.
If anything, I'd say just being tired in general is the major symptom. The tummy issues seem to be slowly improving, I think. I don't go to the bathroom nearly as much. Like I was going 12 times a day. Diarrhea, and now I am...
I'm trying to track this because it's gone from 8 to 10 to 12. Jeez Louise. Can you imagine? You would be spending your entire day in the washroom. Ooh.
It's pretty much solid. It's so weird. It's so weird. Just having a normal poop. It's so weird. Yeah, it's maybe 3 times a day. So we're getting there. That's a good sign. And like I said, when they did a CT and some blood work to test for colitis, Crohn's, they didn't see any signs of that. So far, so good. Now, today,
I mean, good, I guess, would be a subjective way to describe the current situation, but so far, not the worst. Maybe it's still pretty bad.
I'm going to try to do what I can with the energy I have. After I clean my kitchen, my house is in need of some really bad cleaning. It's embarrassing, really. I've been neglecting not only myself, but my home. I also want to weigh myself and see if I've even dropped a couple pounds, a few pounds, whatever. After that, probably do a weekly weigh-in. And we're just going to take it...
It's interesting. It's interesting because it's someone who's not scale focused. Like I generally see my weight loss success in numbers outside of the scale now, right? When I was doing, you know, really restrictive weeks and weighing myself like twice weekly, I was a lot more focused on the number on the scale. Now I'm more focused on things like what notch on the belt, or you know, how a garment fits, things like that. I don't know if that's for everyone. That's just what I find. I find I'm a lot less of the number focused and more of the physicality of it all. I don't know whether or not seeing weight loss after being sick is healthy. I'm not talking about physically healthy. I'm talking about, like, is it a healthy step on the road to weight loss? Because it kind of reinforces the idea that, oh, if I'm sick, then I'm losing weight. Then I have less effort to have to put into the willpower side of things. You know, if you're feeling 100%, it's not the easiest thing to put the fork down, to measure out everything, to be on a diet, right? But I imagine feeling unwell and not wanting to eat, like losing your appetite, actually like losing that because of hunger and losing weight that way, unhealthy, and also like probably not the best thing to reinforce, but I don't know, maybe I'm making too much out of that statement.
One meal at a time today. For breakfast, I already reached for my Uber Eats and was like, Oh man, looking at all these crepes for breakfast. You know,
Delete it. Get rid of it. Absolutely delete it. Whole Foods, cook your own stuff. We have said time and time again that Chantal is capable in the kitchen. And for breakfast of all things, absolutely not delivery. Delete it, get rid of it, never download it again. Heck, change your PayPal, whatever. Like, I think it would just be too dangerous to have on your phone. And I've been lucky that I wasn't a big delivery person even before 2020. Because if I was, I would totally be on the train of just getting delivery every day. Thankfully, I'm frugal as well. So all of these things kind of coalesce into just learn to make it at home.
Order from Cora, nice coffee, and a crepe.
She has 2 coffee machines though, right? You have a Keurig. Why aren't you just making a coffee? You don't need to have it delivered. It's a nice to have, but it's not a necessity. You could argue coffee's not a necessity at all. For a lot of people it is though. Yeah.
Chocolate and fruit and then like sausage and eggs, and then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make my own breakfast. I'm just taking it one meal at a time, saying no and trying to come up with my alternative. So without further ado,
I'm interested in that saying no comment, because as an audience member, are we seeing this series, because you know Chantal's a fan of a series, are we seeing this series as a weight loss series? Is she addressing food addiction in this series? Because we know she's been on and off with that argument as well. And it is particularly interesting because it's episode 1 and she's not I think there's a very upset cat outside. She's not doing the intro, right? She's not saying, my name is Chantal Marie and these are all of my problems and this is where I'm at in life and this is where I'm going with this series, right? So curious, because it doesn't read new audience friendly. It does read old audience friendly because we know what's going on, but as an older audience, we also have a lot of questions and a lot of things to say about the things that we see. Anyway.
Let's get to. All right, I'm gonna weigh myself. Hello. I'm gonna weigh myself in my bathroom on the main level so you can't see how messy my kitchen is. I hope you can hear the scale.
Oh, it's a talkie scale.
Keep it in here now. All right.
Body weight is 391.8 pounds.
Do you see what I mean?
391.8 pounds.
Okay, let me do that again, because that's
I don't like this.
that's pretty awesome.
No, I don't like this. Body weight is 390.8 pounds. Body weight is 390.
Do you see, like, I caught it early and now I'm confirming my suspicion in that she's just gotten a dopamine rush for weight loss, right? She's just said, yes, I've just lost weight and I didn't have to do anything. I just had to be sick. It's dangerous. And even if she's not meaning that with intent, it's still, again, we always talk about content because it's what we react to, right? We are the audience. This is what we see. And that's unhealthy. Like she's going to say she's happy or, oh, I'm not surprised. I've been so sick. I've lost so much weight. But I don't think she's going to take it in the negative, which is really what it should be, right? Like weight loss, yes, weight loss is what she needs and what she's focusing on, but the method of getting there is still really important, particularly because of where her health is currently. And someone might say that I'm being nitpicky. I just see this through the lens of someone who tried a lot of stupid stuff to try and lose weight. Yeah? I tried a lot of stupid things. Dangerous, ridiculous things. Never to like the ultimate detriment of my health, but definitely there were unhealthy methods of weight loss. Nothing really ever worked until I realized that, I could just count things and eat less. And hey,
That's pretty awesome. That's when they weighed me at the hospital, I was 400, I think 0.4. Anyway, that's a good good first weigh-in. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm back in the 300s, and that made me really happy because even if I lose just like 8% of my body weight, which is less than 30 pounds,
No.
that's should help to improve my liver function. So
first of all, it's not 30 pounds, right? 8% of 400 pounds is not under 30 pounds, right? It's 32 pounds if you're 400 even. Am I just really bad at math? The answer to that is yes. But like percentages of, lots of 100 is not impossible. I don't, this whole conversation about 8% of weight loss, no. Like 8% of body weight, no, not at all. Not at 400 pounds. If you lose 8% at 400 pounds, you're still 370 odd pounds on a 5'2" frame. It's a lot of weight. I'm sorry.
yes.
I think you'd still be categorized as super morbidly obese. I think the percentages matter a lot less than the overall general health categories. And we know you can be unhealthy and you can be healthier at most sizes. Let's change the way we talk about that. But if you're in a class or a category that has the word morbid in it, expect comorbidities and expect poor health. Is all I'm saying.
PPJ,
Cat's on the counter and a yellow
PJ.
banana.
I know you want treats, but can you get
And
any more
that too.
options? I mean, really.
Eggs. We like eggs. Love eggs. Big fan of eggs. Try to get 2 to 3 a day. Well, I don't really try. I just eat
I'll
that.
do a haul for you guys, but I'm going to wear one of the outfits today, so I'll show you one of the outfits today because I really need to do laundry,
That's all.
and I really want to wear one of my new outfits, so I'll show you guys when I get dressed later.
Hi, Sam. How are you today?
Also, I haven't been really following the community posts because I've got better things to do. Like this. Did we ever find out if she found out where she got the C. diff from? Whether or not it was just like, because I wonder if they have like strain tracking or things like that. The one benefit to COVID existing now, not that there's any good that come out of it, but the one benefit of it is that I think we're all learning a lot more in terms of medical and science language. Like we can talk about these things because they are ever present in our life, and we are getting more educated in it, which is good. Yeah, I'd just be interested if they have a test to see like where C. diff came from, or like if they track it, like the CDC equivalent of Canada.
That's good.
Oh, so she is making you hear it. Oh, I'm a mind reader. I'm going to be really picky and say this is a really great breakfast. For me, I would skip the banana. I really like a banana, but I also know I don't know. I would put my calories and my carbohydrates to something different. I understand Chantal is in a very different situation to what I am, but I'm here to talk about my perception of everything. So blueberries, great. Cereal, carbs, banana carbs, eggs, fabulous. And I'm not saying there's no place for carbs. There absolutely is, but for me and my eating, I overeat on carbs really easily. So as soon as I start introducing carbs into my day, my body's just like, where's all the white bread? Give me the sugar. Cool. And 2% milk.
I know my house is a bit of a disaster right now, but one day it won't be, and you'll be like, wow, look at your nice place.
Such a nice place with the goddamn cats on these counters.
Still good. In my coffee, no sugar. And I'm going to put some
Sweetener, stevia. I'm a big fan of stevia.
in my cereal. Honey, big boy.
You know what would go really well in that cereal? Yogurt. ditch the banana, throw some protein, some high protein yogurt in there, some Greek yogurt. Delicious.
You gonna watch me eat breakfast, Sam? I heard that
Or like some peanut
coffee
butter.
is good for improving liver function, but I'm not too sure. That's what I read.
Is it? I know it has antioxidants. Or is it? Is it? No, maybe I'm wrong. Coffee and liver function.
That first step. You know what I mean? Oh, Sam. Let's try these cheesy. I have just pepper, no salt.
According to NCBI, coffee appears to reduce risk of hepatocellular carcinoma, or Latin, reduce advancements of fibrotic. Why is that word tripping me up? Disease in a variety of chronic liver diseases, and perhaps reduce ability of hepatitis C virus to replicate. Okay, well, that's interesting. I didn't think coffee would be good for liver function, but there you go. Learn something new every day.
Breakfast. I'm proud of my weigh-in. So.
Do you see it? Because I can see it. I don't know. Like, people are probably going to argue and be like, no, well, she's losing weight and it's fine. She's happy about it. But the method is still important, in my opinion.
Be quiet.
Cat's on the counter.
Oh, man. Apparently, eggs were on the list of foods that are easier to digest.
I'd believe it.
Cereal with fruit.
They don't seem to have a high amount of fiber in them, so digestion of eggs should be, like, pretty easy. Fats and proteins.
That's good. Okay. I'm going to eat my breakfast.
She eats this every
I'm
morning.
going to call it quits on the cereal.
Oh.
I've had enough. So I've talked about this app before, but it's called Shudder, and horror lovers will love this. And I'm watching a show, it's really good, called, it's Eli Roth's History of Horror. And it goes through all the different types of, I don't know if you can really see. But for example, body horror, or witches, you know, killing children. So this is season 2, but it's really, really good. Houses of Hell, monsters. So if you're a real horror fan, you would really like that. And that's what I'm doing right now for a little bit. Digest my food and clean up the kitchen.
Okay.
And later.
That comment about digest my food, that's not work on your part. I'm sorry. Your bodily function will digest food for you. You're not putting any effort into that. Yeah? Like, it's a natural process within your body. You don't have to do any work for that. Now, perhaps we could argue that because of the C. diff, her digestion hasn't been great, and so she does need to, like, rest after eating. I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe. So maybe she needs to be, like, low energy while the digestion happens. Maybe that's what is happening here. But I don't know. That comment just kind of seemed off.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
So
That's very similar to my shirt from yesterday. I'm a big fan. Orange and blue, blousey. Yes. Like this.
Turns out I decided to just wear the leggings. Some new leggings. They're stirrups.
I'm not trying to be mean. I will make a prediction that perhaps something didn't fit.
So the rest of the clothes I will be able to keep for you for the try on. But I did decide to wear this. I'm wearing this with leggings. It's that dress I had. Not sure if you can see.
Not really.
They're just black leggings.
Don't
Nothing
be
too
blurry.
exciting. But this is a very long, it's a dress you can wear with leggings. And I like that it's really long. So.
I mean, you can wear any dress with leggings.
And I like the color scheme because my makeup kind of matches today. So I have some flyaway hairs. But
Her eyebrows are always so severe. I mean, it's a great look. I love a severe eyebrow. It's good.
yeah, did my hair actually feel like myself today. So minus the breathing and chest pain because I do have that pulmonary embolism I'm trying to get rid of. So don't mind that. But
Oh,
anyways, other than that, all good.
okay.
B. I have things to do. Not just pet you all day. Even though I wouldn't mind. You're my special girl. Yes. Aren't you? Yes. Sweet girl. Oh. La da 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 da. So this is from Mucho Burrito. This is a lunch, my lunch. I ate breakfast at what, 8? It is 2:49. That breakfast held me over. And I'm just really trying to listen to my body, and like when I'm really hungry, I'll eat. But I got my blood done. So this is a, if it fits in your calories, meal. I'm not gonna lie and pretend that I'm gonna cut out all takeout.
I think at this stage it's very, very difficult. I never like to say impossible, but I think it would be very difficult for Chantal in her current setup to completely remove takeout. Not impossible. If she wanted to, she would, but I don't think she wants it that bad.
I don't think I can do that. Cold turkey, honestly.
I don't understand. And that's probably because I'm stubborn, and probably because I absolutely hit a point and said, it wasn't takeout for me. It was just processed garbage that I was just getting from the grocery store. And I said, well, I'm just not going to go down that aisle. I'm just not going to pick up that stuff. I'm going to learn to make stuff myself. So this struggle with, it's not obsession, but this struggle with wanting takeout consistently, I don't know it. But I feel like if you want something bad enough, you can overcome it. And I don't think Chantal wants it bad enough. That's all.
And
also, like, takeout is not always necessarily unhealthy, right? Like, some people choose to stop or to ease up on delivery, takeout, whatever, for a cost-saving measure, right? So it's not always about being the most unhealthy thing ever. I just think that it's easier to eat unhealthily if you're eating from takeout, because you don't know what's in it. And even with the best of intentions, it can still be lathered with oil or cooked in butter or all of those things. Not saying any of that's bad. I'm just saying if you're counting calories, you know, you can predict that you were eating 1,500 calories, but oops, surprise, there's an extra like knob or two of butter in those vegetables, and all of a sudden you're at 1,800 calories. That's all.
what I'm going for is changes I can be consistent with, and using my Fitness Pal, and
Big fan.
that's where I'm starting. So I know it looks like a mess. This is a burrito.
I know I'm pause heavy in this, and it's going to be a long one because it always is. Why doesn't she get help? Like, why doesn't she reach out to a dietitian or a nutritionist and get help? Like, if you're admitting that you can't do without takeout, wouldn't it be better to have a professional on your side helping you with food? That might not work actually for Chantal, considering her opinions on authority. So she's trying to do this by herself again, and it's not going to work. That sounds pessimistic, but just knowing all of her attempts previously, I don't know if this will work if she does it by herself. I don't think she can do things like this by herself.
Bowl.
I'd
It
love
has
to
brown
be
rice,
proven incorrect.
pinto beans, guacamole, cilantro, burrito sauce, grilled chicken,
Nice.
salsa, pico, and each item had calories beside it, so I added it up.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing is like 620 calories. So
Nice. It's a lot. I mean, I feel like
Yes.
you could have lunch for like 300 to 400. But it's just me being picky and knowing like heavily reduced calorie numbers, right? Like you
so
remove that
depending,
avocado.
you know,
that's a lot of
I
fat.
can adjust my dinner later. Oh, it has peppers and onions. Eat a bite. I don't know. I could make this.
Yeah, this seems like something
But-
you could literally throw together at home.
I didn't want to. I don't have the ingredients right now anyway. Yeah, so
She didn't want to because she doesn't have the drive to do it, and she doesn't want to organize herself to do a grocery shop and something like this. It's easier just to download it off to get it delivered off your phone. Absolutely, it is easier. You don't have to worry about washing up. You don't have to worry about ordering the food. You don't have to worry about prepping it. But all of those things require effort. And guess what else requires effort? Weight loss. So if you can't put the effort in the kitchen, where are you gonna draw the line?
I went to get my blood test done.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I did eat out a couple of times recently. Not the healthiest food, but what I did was I ate like half of the portion, maybe even less. So, and there was like a lot of time in between the meals, and I still lost that weight.
We're on episode 1 of this new season season series. And I'm already just, she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have weighed herself after being sick. She should have gone a week of eating like she plans and then weighed herself and then been like, oh my God, I'm down 15 pounds. And then maybe that would have been like a much healthier mentality rather than, oh, I was sick and now, oh, I was sick and I ate these things that weren't great for me, but I still ended up losing 10 pounds. So I don't foresee this working. I would love to be proven wrong.
It really just comes down to numbers. I do need to try to eat more nutritiously in general because it's just healthier for the body and the gut and everything. But right now, I just want to lose some weight so I can repair my liver and stuff like that, you know? So reverse some of these illnesses.
Anybody who is medically or scientifically inclined, feel free to let me know with the level of super extreme chronic fatty liver, whatever the correct terminology was, that she has said she has, how much weight would you need to lose to get liver function back to like normal levels? I'm not that educated, so feel free to have a discussion down in the comments.
Pinto beans. You guys like black beans or pinto beans? So
Black beans.
I was in a good mood until I had to go to the blood lab, which instantly puts me in a bad mood.
Because, oh, there's a tiny violin on the screen. Okay, self-awareness.
And just raises my anxiety to the roof. Like,
Yeah.
I really have to force myself to adult and do that.
Oh my God, these people in their 30s complaining about having to adult. I can't. Yes, you have to adult because Chantal, you are an adult and you have to go and do the things that you don't want to do because that's life. And no one's here holding your hand, making you do things. I do not foresee this weight loss journey going anywhere. It's going to go a week and then we'll get a mukbang. And I hope I'm wrong, but mentality is so important when it comes to lifestyle changes because it's not just diet, and in this case doubly so because it's not just diet. You have to change the way you think about food. You have to change the way you see yourself and the way you talk about yourself. And you can't just, I've been talking a lot about passive voice this week. But you can't just expect things to happen. And this is why I think that weight loss while I'm just sick is a dangerous thing for her to be happy over. Because she hasn't had to put any work into it. She just got sick, lost weight. The work comes from putting the food in front of you every day. It comes from structuring your days. It comes from reinforcing positive habits, recognizing your successes and recognizing your failures and working to be a better person. I'm not saying you need to lose weight to be a better person, but I'm just saying if that's your goal, if your goal is to lose weight, you can do it in a positive way. Oh. Anyway.
But I can't wait to get my own testing meter so that I don't have to go. But I checked in online and they said it was like 0 minute wait. So I thought, good, I'll check in online just in case. Well, because of COVID, you have to stand in line and you have to be screened before you go in to sit down. And with my shortness of breath and chest pain from the pulmonary embolism, it's like hard for me to just stand there. And he was helping a woman who was like, didn't seem to understand that she had to give a urine sample. She brought her own like little bottle.
Why is everything about this? Why? You don't need to tell this story, Chantal. Also, like from the very few times I've had to give a urine sample, oftentimes my doctor will say, if you can't supply one now, here, take this bottle home and you can bring it back. Like what? So you don't know if she was just coming back to return it. Why?
And the guy was like, "No, ma'am, you have to use one of our urine bottles," and she didn't like get it. So they were arguing about that for at least 10 minutes. He was trying to explain to her.
I'm going to say all of this is taken with a pinch of salt because I don't believe any of her stories, because she's lied to me before. She's told me the story of 16 candles and I didn't catch it because I've never seen the movie, and then everyone pointed it out. So let me know in the comments below what movie we think bringing your own urine sample to a doctor's office is from. It's probably like, I don't know, it's probably some teen comedy.
And tell her what to do. I curled my hair a bit today. It's getting long. And tell her what to do. But she wasn't getting it. I have like these flyaways.
Pick a story. Tell me the story about the woman and the urine, or tell me a story about your hair. Don't tell me both at the same time, please.
Frizzy flyaways. She wasn't getting it. Like, and even though you're checking online, we still have to wait.
Are you complaining about having to go and sort your health out? What privilege? What absolute privilege that you get to check in at a 0-minute wait time and then, oh no, I have to stand for 10 minutes while waiting to go get my labs done. People are dying, Kim. Like, this, I perhaps may be irrationally irritated at this. But could you imagine if Chantal, I don't know, maybe lived in America, for instance, where healthcare is maybe not so great for people who don't have the insurance? Can you imagine if she lived in, oh, I don't know, another country that doesn't, and I know we talk a lot about the Canadian healthcare system and how it's not great, but she seems to get by just damn fine doing all of this nonsense, going to the ER. I mean, admittedly, I agreed that she should have gone to the ER when she did, but going to the ER multiple times instead of going to a PCP or family doctor. And now she's complaining about a wait time in a blood lab. You could be waiting a whole heck of a lot longer, Chantal. You could have no access to a blood lab. Like, life could be a lot worse than having to stand and wait for 10 minutes. Oof, irritating.
But it's just like the waiting in line.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
And just the long wait and the old people and
social anxiety issues. Unaddressed social anxiety issues that you refuse to go to therapy or seek help for. Yes, that. Sorry, guys, I'm being rude, and I shouldn't.
I don't know.
She doesn't seem to have these social anxiety issues when she's going to pick up food. You know, like that eating Montreal video. And she, you know, I get it. She's probably not the most socially comfortable person, absolutely. Whether or not she has some kind of diagnosable issue is entirely up to more intelligent people to make a decision on, and potentially a therapist. But what? You eat on camera for an audience. And I get that that's not putting you in a natural social environment, but you are still having social engagement with people. So, yes, it sucks being, I don't want to call her a spectacle, but I feel like that's how she kind of sees herself. Walking into a lab, breathing heavily, not having a place to sit down, she probably feels very self-conscious and feels a bit like a spectacle. And I get it. Been there, know the feeling. But, like, it could be a lot worse, Chantal. And no one's forcing you to do this, right? You're having to do it because it's your health and you're the adult in this situation. But to sit here and complain about it while basically giving us a mukbang, like, not great form.
Hate going there.
And then trying to bookend it with a story about some woman bringing her own urine. What are you doing? What is
Big
this?
time. This is really good, by the way. I think there's two, just like, even if you make it homemade, there's just something about getting
Someone
it
else
out,
doing it for you,
that's
yeah.
what I love to do.
Effort.
Also has cojita cheese. I guess what I'm trying to do is probably have the best of both worlds.
Oh, to have your cake and eat it too? Yeah, color me surprised. You can, I'm not saying you can't get healthy takeout, you absolutely can. But I think for Chantal and her reliance on takeout and delivery, it is unhealthy to expect that she will be eating burrito bowls for the next, or like, you know, salads for the next however long this series continues, right? Because the delivery aspect of it all just gives you another reason to push yourself off the wagon. Because, oh, look, McDonald's is offering this meal. Great, I'm going to get that. And there's going to be no repercussions because she doesn't have anyone to hold her accountable. And her audience tries to, maybe. I don't know if that's the purpose of her audience. It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't seem to be that way when she censors comments. So, I don't know. It sounds like I'm being mean, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what she's trying to do. And I feel like her audience may be in a similar boat, trying to understand, because I feel like we've been fed this line before.
You know, scrolling through Uber Eats and
Dangerous, in my opinion.
other apps, seeking out healthier options, or trying to fit things in my FitnessPal.
Sure. I wonder what her calorie limit is. Chantal, what's your calorie limit? So I can count things.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
I'm starting to feel
What do you think it is? Like 2,200 maybe?
like I'm running out of steam. Like I just want to go back in bed and hide away for the rest of the day.
Have a coffee. Or eat. That helps. That helps me a lot.
I might take a nap.
No.
I'm tired very easily, and I think it's the just everything, the healing going on, not being well.
It's probably that.
So,
Also, is this brown rice in here? Brown rice isn't brown rice full of fiber? Isn't it not an easily digestible food?
very filling meal. The rice, beans, veggies. But
High fiber rice, such as brown rice, I'm pretty sure that's brown rice. I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect. Can contribute to digestive issues including diarrhea, bloating, and gas. When looking for grains that are easy on the digestive system, white rather than brown, black, or red rice may be better options. Okay. Maybe it is
it's
white
very
rice.
good.
I'm just looking at it
Very,
incorrectly.
very good. I was either gonna have this or Subway.
Guess what, guys? Subway's not healthy, yeah. In my opinion. The bread in this country, in Australia, we literally can't call Subway, they can't call Subway bread bread. Because it's got so much added bullshit. And it's processed meats and it's processed cheese, and you can't tell me you're getting a salad bowl from Subway. No. Also, my God, why would you waste your time and money on Subway when you can literally get groceries and do it so much better at home? Not a big fan of Subway.
Something's going on with Subway. And like, there's like a lawsuit
There's probably many.
in a certain area, I think Quebec, for them misleading people into saying, you know, labeling their chicken as mostly chicken. Apparently they're like their chicken is like 50% chicken and like the rest is soy or something like that. Soy protein. I mean, at least it's not something like gross, you know? Soy's like a filler.
Sure. The only thing I can really find, there's a Vice article from 2019 about a court case in 2017 where the judge dismissed the lawsuit against the CBC report saying the Subway chicken is fake. 53.6% chicken DNA. Okay. No, I can't find anything, but sure, Chantal.
I don't know.
Yeah. Subway versus CBC lawsuit. It's pretty much all over here.
I mean,
Soy chicken.
it's pretty obvious that Subway's chicken is not 100%. Like, it's obviously processed chicken. Like, you can just tell.
Yeah.
So,
Make it yourself. It's a chicken
I don't know.
sandwich. You're not like out in the middle of nowhere. You're not a tourist this time. You have a fridge behind you.
it's Subway. I don't go to Subway expecting a gourmet meal.
But you go to Subway expecting a healthy meal. Okay. Interesting.
It's like a pressed chicken, kind of.
We know.
The grilled chicken patties look weird. They have those like fake grill marks on them.
Is this what this is?
The McRib looks scary. Have you seen what they look like frozen?
3 more minutes. I can do this.
My word. What the heck? Doesn't look like meat. It's like gray.
Yeah.
Make your
Pre-cooked
own
meat
McRib
tends
with
to
real ribs.
go on the grey side.
Would probably be better. Nespa. So yeah, I was gonna make shepherd's pie, or I guess cottage pie, using like extra lean ground beef. So
Veggies with potato and gravy, delicious. I don't think we'll ever see Chantal sit down with a plate of chicken breast and vegetables. And I'm not saying you need to eat that for weight loss, but it definitely helps. A cottage pie, I mean, you can chuck a whole heap of butter, cream, dairy in the mashed potatoes. Your gravy is going to be filled with sodium. Extra lean ground beef, like, yeah, sure, okay, we'll see. I mean, I think the extra lean that we have is about 10% fat, but that's still got calories in it. It's still fat. I'm not saying anything against beef. I'm just saying that if you're counting calories, you still need to count all of these things. I think that she's given herself a limit of about 2,200.
which I'll probably do tonight.
That would be a smart. I think that would be a smart amount for Chantal to at least start with.
I need to make sure like I have some things made.
Pardon me.
Things ready to grab. Like I'm gonna make a homemade.
Why? I'll ask this question. What has she got going on that she needs to have something that she can just grab out of the fridge? I agree. Having things in the fridge or having things prepped that you can just grab without preparing is beneficial, especially when you're like, oh, I just want a little snack. However, if you introduce, in my opinion, if you introduce mindful eating, which involves actually making the thing, taking just even a couple of minutes to put the thing together, it's great. You're more aware of what you're eating, and I feel like you get more out of it. Chantal does not live a busy lifestyle, so I don't think she needs to be in a situation where she should be meal prepping and have things to grab on the go because she got nowhere to go. Anyway.
Chicken soup with like potatoes, carrots, with like a good quality bone broth.
Sure.
Made with a rotisserie chicken.
I do like a soup. Not in summer though, Jesus.
And then
I wouldn't do potato though. I do like celery, onions, carrots, chicken, herbs. Yeah, nice.
make the shepherd's pie. I was gonna film it, but honestly, I think I'm gonna end the video after this because I'm really tired.
Yeah, I'm glad we missed out
There is
on
a chance I
shepherd's
might
pie
not
to
even
talk about Subway.
wake up to make it, or maybe just make it tomorrow. If I do get up and I'm hungry, probably make a smoothie.
Also, thank you to the commenter who a couple of videos ago let me know that low carb is pretty much the best thing for improved liver function because of the way that carbohydrates are processed in the liver. Whereas fats are seen as much more beneficial. And I agree, like I'm pro high fat diet. I just can't reach it when I limit my calories. So it's usually just high protein. But yeah, I don't know. A smoothie might not be it. Like, depending on what you're putting in it, that can be pretty carb heavy. And if you're trying to limit the amount of carbohydrates that you're pushing through your liver to process, that kind of defeats the purpose. You can still see things, and this is kind of like an optical thing. You can still see things as healthy. So whole fruits and vegetables and leafy greens, like all of that's healthy. But you have to then consider, like, okay, high fiber foods, although broccoli, perfect example, high fiber food, probably not useful for Chantal at the moment because of her digestive issues, right? Smoothies, probably going to have berries and bananas and stuff, which we saw in the breakfast. Filled with carbohydrates, probably not great for liver function. So again, I asked the question why she hasn't gone to see a dietitian or nutritionist who can actually put her on a plan to improve the functions of her body, and not this story about, oh, well, it's whole foods and it's healthy. Yeah, whole foods absolutely are healthy. But if you have this many medical, like, things to worry about, I just feel like employing someone to assist you would be a lot easier. She'd probably have like a high avocado diet or something. I don't know. But it's just something interesting to think about. The smoothie in particular kind of got me thinking bodily functions. But feel free to let me know if I'm wrong below.
Or, I think I'll make the shepherd's pie tomorrow. And then, if I'm hungry later, Pete's can have nachos. He doesn't like rotisserie chicken. And I can have some rotisserie chicken with some salad. I have salad.
Nice.
I have romaine hearts and tomatoes. And I have balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, some red onion, some olives,
I have some red raspberries.
cucumber. Delicious.
We'll
We'll make like a chicken wrap. Use the lettuce leaves.
Those vegan yogurts. Activia. So.
Vegan doesn't make it healthy, Chantal. We've been
And this
through
is going to be really filling.
Vegan yogurt.
I love it.
So I've got
Anyways.
Activia, not Optavia, dairy-free oat blueberry. I think was it blueberry that she was having, or a different flavor? I don't know. 136 calories for the pot, 7.8 grams of sugar. Color me surprised. Yeah. I mean, sure. But it's vegan, so it's healthy.
Guys, sorry if it's boring. But just trying to do what I can, like I said, with the energy I have right now, and that's all I can do right now. So I thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, Chantal. Okay, so I seemingly had a lot to say about that, and it's, I don't know, I'll be really interested to see what other people's opinions are. I would have really liked to know what the goal was for episode 1, like a little bit more of an introduction. I know I'm being picky, but I'm an audience member, I do that. Yeah, I would have liked, what the goals were. The only thing I really got out of that is she wants to lose 30%, geez. You imagine 8% of her body weight, which is the equivalent to 32 pounds at her 400 goal. But other than that, she's trying to eat healthier, but that's a very vague statement. There's no real specifics. We don't have any, research really going on with it. There are whole foods involved, but there's also delivery, so who knows? And we don't know the calorie limit, so there'll be speculation there. Anyway, we got to this point in the video. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. As always, always, always. I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.